Welcome back to Channel 1134. I'm Clint.
And I'm Jeremiah. Today's episode will be the first in a series of episodes that we're doing about our recommendations of our favorite horror films from the 1980s. Our first episode will be concentrating on the years 1980 and 1981.
I may be Gen Z, but I'm so glad my dad showed me all these old school horror films because they're freaking sweet.
These films are not ranked in any order, and they're just a mix of our favorite films and films we think everyone should see once in their life.
So let's get started.
First up is The Changeling.
Within this old house live two residents. One of them is John Russell, composer, professor. The other has been dead for over 70 years.
The Changeling is a psychological horror film following a composer played by the great George C. Scott, who moves into a haunted mansion and uncovers dark secrets about its past, leading to a series of supernatural encounters.
Many films will frighten you, but only a few can really terrify you. The Changeling, an experience beyond total fear.
Next, we have The Fog. Directed by John Carpenter, this atmospheric horror film revolves around a coastal town plagued by a mysterious fog containing vengeful spirits seeking revenge for past injustice.
John Carpenter's The Fog, starring Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Houseman, Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, and Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. The Fog. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you. Between midnight and 1, it will find you.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
Now we have Friday the 13th, a seminal slasher film that follows a group of camp counselors at Camp Crystal Lake who are hunted down and killed by a mysterious assailant, setting the stage for a franchise known for its iconic villain, Jason Voorhees.
Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough.
After you spend a night with Ida and Vincent.
Ida will show you the way.
You want us to register?
No, that won't be necessary.
I have a surprise for you.
Up next is Motel Hell, a darkly comedic horror film about a rural motel owner who kidnaps unsuspecting travelers and turns them into meat products for his roadside meat business, resulting in a bizarre and grotesque tale of cannibalism.
Motel Hell. No one will be admitted after the guests check in.
Prom Night is up next. Starring Jamie Lee Curtis, this slasher film revolves around a group of high school students whose prom night is terrorized by a masked killer seeking revenge for a past tragedy.
Prom night. If you're not back by midnight, you won't be coming home.
And now, the final film from 1980 is The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick and based on the novel by Stephen King. Starring the GOAT actor, Jack motherfucking Nicholson, it's a psychological horror film that follows a family who becomes caretakers of a remote hotel during the winter, where their father's descent into madness unleashes terrifying supernatural forces.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. Here's Johnny.
There aren't any coyotes in England.
What happened to them?
Well, the police report said they were attacked by an escaped lunatic. Must have been a very powerful man.
Jack and I were not attacked by a man.
It's an animal. A wolf.
Did he say a wolf?
Yes, I believe he did.
Our first film from 1981 is An American Werewolf in London, a horror comedy about two American backpackers who are attacked by a werewolf while traveling in England. One survives the attack but soon realizes he's transforming into a werewolf, resulting in a mix of horror and dark humor and the greatest filmed werewolf transformation scene of all time.
And everybody dies in it.
This summer, if you're planning to go camping, don't.
Now we have The Burning, a slasher film set at a summer camp where a disfigured caretaker seeks revenge on the campers by gruesomely murdering them, known for its memorable kills and atmospheric tension.
What happened one summer 5 years ago is about to happen again and again and again. The Burning.
Now we have My Bloody Valentine. Set in a small mining town, this slasher film revolves around a group of young people who are stalked by a miner in a gas mask on Valentine's Day, resulting in a series of gruesome murders. It's known for its tense atmosphere and creative kills.
My Bloody Valentine. On a June night in 1980, Friday the 13th, 12 of her friends were murdered. Why should Friday the 13th, 1981 be any different?
Up next is Friday the 13th, Part 2, the sequel to the original film. It continues the story of Camp Crystal Lake and introduces Jason Voorhees as the primary antagonist. A group of counselors is stalked and killed by the masked killer, leading to more bloodshed and terror.
The day you count on for terror is not over. Friday the 13th, Part 2.
I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. This man, he's not human.
Universal Pictures presents Halloween 2, More of the Night He Came Home.
Now we have Halloween 2. Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance are back, picking up immediately after the events of the first film. This sequel follows Laurie Strode as she is taken to a hospital while Michael Myers continues his killing spree, relentlessly pursuing her and anyone else in his path.
Halloween 2, More of the Night He Came Home.
It was the woods themselves. They're alive, Ashley.
Now we have our last recommendation for today's episode. And with us being from Michigan, we cannot not include The Evil Dead. Directed by Sam Raimi and starring Bruce Campbell. This cult classic horror film follows a group of friends who encounter demonic forces while staying in a remote cabin in the woods. It's known for its inventive camera work, gore effects, and dark humor.
Well, that wraps up our horror film recommendations for the years 1980 and 1981. Go out and watch all these films if you haven't seen them yet, and if you have, we still hope you enjoyed this episode.
We know there may be films that people think should be on this list. This is just our list. If you don't like it, write to us. Let us know so we can discuss it. But just don't be a dick.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
For Channel 1134, I'm Clint.
And I'm Jeremiah. And we'll catch you on the dark side.